Good morning. Please stand and remain standing as the class of 2021 enters the stadium. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by Vanden's Air Force JROTC and the playing of the National Anthem by Vanden High School's Brass Ensemble under the direction of Mason St. Pierre. Please remain standing until the colors have departed the stadium. Thank you. Please be seated. Graduates, families, friends, and Travis Unified School District staff, welcome to Vanden High School's graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. We are grateful to be here in person and via live stream, so all friends and family can share in this celebration. To begin, I would like to acknowledge the Travis Unified School District Board members, President Janet Jackson Forbes, Ivory Hood, Rita Deandra, Manveer Sandhu, and Megan Thompson. Thank you for all you have done for our school and students this year. I also want to acknowledge Superintendent Pam Conklin and Assistant Superintendents Sue Brothers, Vince Ruiz, and Gabe Meleson for all your support throughout this challenging year. Thank you. Lastly, I also want to acknowledge all the Vanden and Travis staff that worked so hard together to make today's ceremony possible. Thank you. Class of 2021, it is an honor to be here with you today. I have celebrated 28 amazing graduating classes during my years as a Vanden teacher and administrator, but I have never felt as connected to a class as I do to you. That might sound like an odd thing to say during a year of distance learning, but I think the experiences and events of this year have connected us profoundly. Many of these experiences involved loss, the loss of in-person learning and the relationships with classmates and teachers that naturally form during the school year, the loss of social interactions, both in and out of school, and the senior year activities you looked forward to for so long. And the most heartbreaking losses, the family and friends that are no longer with us, including Vanden family members, Coach Dan, Coach Belk, and Daniel. Focusing on the long list of losses can seem overwhelming. However, it is possible, necessary, and beneficial to pivot and highlight all that has been gained this year. We have gained a stronger sense of community from sharing a broken heart. We have gained knowledge of new ways to learn and communicate, although I don't think any of you ever really learned how to check your school email. Literally just happened. We have gained patience, empathy, and flexibility. We have gained extra time with our families during these years that pass by all too quickly. We have gained the desire and confidence to move on, as demonstrated by the 30+ of you that graduated early this year. Quite an accomplishment. When asked last August what this school year would be like for the class of 2021, I shared my concerns about the events and experiences that likely wouldn't happen. However, now I recognize and value what did happen to you, to all of us, to what has been gained. You have had experiences unlike any class before you. Your fortitude is unrivaled. You have connected and grown in ways that no one could have imagined. You are prepared for your next steps and all the amazing things to come. As you move on, I hope you focus on all that you have gained during your time as a Viking. Congratulations, class of 2020. It is now my pleasure to introduce your senior class president, Jacqueline.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome all of the friends, family, and faculty. Thank you so much for joining us on our special day, especially during these unprecedented times. We are beyond grateful that we are able to gather one last time after over a year of being apart. This year was definitely a roller coaster ride, as none of us expected our senior year to play out the way that it did. This was a year that we have looked forward to our whole lives, and today is a day we have worked so hard to get to. All we have ever wanted to do was grow up, but after seeing everyone again today, I wish we could slow down time, especially after the lack of a proper senior year. Throughout the last 4 years, we have made memories that will last a lifetime, but we didn't realize that our moments together junior year would be some of the last ones, such as our last football game, our last homecoming, our last rally, and our last school dance, and our last time ever having a normal day on campus. Dealing with disappointment is hard, but as Martin Luther King Jr. once said, we must accept finite disappointment, but must never lose infinite hope. Class of 2021, we did have a very disappointing senior year, but you never lost hope and continued to persevere during times that no one could have prepared us for. Being seniors during a pandemic proved how determined and optimistic we are as a class. We continued to never lose sight of what mattered most, our graduation. Tough times build tough people, and our resilience during these tough times proves that we are able to get through any challenges that we will face as we make our debut into the world and continue to grow as people. Don't be afraid of obstacles that come your way and always have the courage to continue. Class of 2021, know that you have the strength to achieve your dreams and strive to be the best version of yourself as you do it. We have always been taught to reach for the stars and that nothing is impossible if you put your mind to it, and now is the time to do just that. It is time to grow and be great. Be a light in other people's lives and be kind. Find your purpose and pursue it while staying true to yourself. Class of 2021, it has been a privilege to learn and grow with you these last 4 years. This is not the end, it is only the beginning. Good luck on all of your future endeavors, but most of all, congratulations, we did it.
Thank you, Jacqueline. This year, the class of 2021 has 8 valedictorians and 3 salutatorians. Our valedictorians are Hannah Bolivar, Gavin Lang, Ainsley Littlefield, Anexa Hoda, Jaylene Sahal, Kentricorn Wudakol, Abigail Young, and Jacob Young. Our salutatorians are Edrin Miller, Paige Van Pelt, and Sarah Wolf. Congratulations. Several of our valedictorians and salutatorians will now come forward to address the class of 2021.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Hannah Bolivar. What will you have after 500 years? Well, presumably nothing, considering that humans can barely live up to 100. Those of you who don't know, I got that question from a show on Amazon called Invincible. By the way, if you like superheroes, it's definitely worth a watch. The main character and his father are both aliens similar to Kryptonians, like Superman, with lifespans lasting over millennia, living on Earth. So the father asks his son, what is the point of loving or doing anything on a planet with people that will live only a fraction of your life? And although we, as humans, may not live nearly as long as some aliens from a cartoon, the question of impermanence still rings true. Why? Why do any of this? Why does it matter that we have a graduation ceremony in person or that we graduate from high school at all? You could argue that because we aren't to dust anyway. But I think it says something about human resilience that we all still try to leave a permanent mark on a world that isn't even technically permanent itself. You can say that it's self-absorbed to want to be remembered, because no, the world doesn't revolve around any one of us. But I think it's reasonable to want at least a portion of the world to do so, for little solar systems to revolve around each and every one of us, swirling and interconnecting like the sky and Van Gogh's Starry Night. I think it's reasonable and human to want a piece of it each to ourselves, if only for a little while. So here's to us and to everyone who helped get us here. This is the start of our piece of the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah. My name is Gavin Lang, and I'd like to say that we've all experienced a time that most of us probably forget. But instead of trying to forget the things that we lost, we should think about the strength we've gained to adapt and survive. Who would have thought the United States would be wearing masks? Not me, but we did. And why? Not just for our own personal health, but but for the health of our society as a whole. This is an eye-opening moment for us to realize that we are not just individuals in our own personal bubble, but we are vital parts of a society. When we step across the stage and grab our diplomas, we're going to have to adapt and change again. It may be scary for some, but we must all remember that if we can survive a pandemic, we can survive any challenges we face next. So when this pandemic goes away, I ask that you hug as many people as you can, not just because you miss them, but because you truly care about them. Because right now, the world needs a little love. And most importantly, be kind. After all, the measure of one's greatness is not by what they accomplish in their life, it's about the impact their actions have on the people around them. So I want to say thank you to my parents for shaping me to be who I am today. Thank you to my friends for always lifting me up. And of course, thank you to my teachers for pushing me to work towards my ambitions. Thank you.
Good morning, honored guests, esteemed staff, and administration, and fellow graduates. My name is Anek Sahota, and I'd like to thank Ms. Shields and the Vanden staff for this opportunity to speak today. First and foremost, hey Mom, see you somewhere out there? As humans, our natural instinct is to discredit ourselves. No matter how hard we work, no matter how much we achieve, we always see the negative in ourselves. A good game, but not as good as others. Feeling involved, but not as much as others. A good grade, but not as good as others. Because of comparison, we are blind to our own accomplishments. If we are not able to respect our own selves, how are others supposed to respect us? Through our 4 years at Vanden, I associate a sense of pride with being content and stagnant in growth. Instead, this should be cherished and utilized as a mechanism of growth. Today, I would like to share a quote by Albert Einstein. Education is what remains when one has forgotten everything they have learned in school. Through our 4 years here at Vanden, we have not learned what to think, but more how to think. That is the true measure of our Vanden education. Being a Vanden student means being able to construct relationships with other ambitious students, striving to challenge barriers, and making positive impact on those around us. We have been taught to take responsibility and be the voice of change. As we begin the next chapter of our lives, never fear and always dream and dare. As we all know, we are a resilient class. We survived 3 fires, a pandemic, and Zoom high school. I think that itself deserves a round of applause. We're all here now, and it is crazy to think how far we have come. It doesn't feel too long ago I told my parents I wanted to be a transformer when I grew up. Sadly, they replied, "Grow up, Anek, you're graduating next week." Take a moment and look back 4 years. Would the freshman version of you be proud of you? Think about the memories you created, successes, the failures, the risks, and of the people that stuck with you throughout the journey. Now imagine 4 years in the future. Who is the person you see? And what is it going to take to become that person? So remember to take advantage of all the opportunities you have in life. Remember who you are, stay true to yourself, and remember you are loved. To 4 years of laughs, smiles, tears, mistakes, growth, and most importantly, a soccer team that can only tie. It's okay, I was a part of that soccer team. Thank yourself for how far you've come. Thank your teachers, your peers, and most importantly, your parents. And let's not forget Quizlet and Slater. That helped us a lot. It hasn't been easy, but you persevered, and there's so much more in store. So forever Viking, leave your legacy. Thank you.
Good morning, Vanden students, staff, and loved ones. My name is Jaylene Sohal. Mirror, mirror on the wall, which is the greatest graduating class of them all? Easily, the class of 2021. Not only did we spend all, or most, of senior year in distance learning, but we made it here today, to graduation. Winnie the Pooh once said, "How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard." Today is bittersweet. 1,370 days ago, we stepped into Vanden as freshmen, clueless of what was to happen over the years. We learned, we laughed, we cried, and we made lifelong friends. As we prepare to move on to the next chapter of our lives, we celebrate the one that is just ending. I know many of us are anxious of moving into this whole new world, but remember, Hakuna Matata. It means no worries for the rest of your days. And when you do get stuck, just keep swimming. Sometimes it's even okay to wish upon a star. I am so proud of all of you sitting here today, and I hope you find the magic in your lives. Some things are just worth melting for. I want to thank my family for being my magic. Thank you.
Hello, thank you, Jaylene. In writing this speech, I was not quite sure what I should highlight. Whether to talk about my 13 years of education we've been through, some of us with the same people for half of that or more, or really get sentimental with you all and remind you of some highlights, like when we all traded silly bands in 4th grade, or when we had kendama competitions at Golden West. I wavered about the final message I wanted to convey to the class of 2021, sitting right in front of me. I thought about what was most important for us to take away from this ceremony and into the next chapter of our lives. In the end, I chose to go back to the beginning of our education to a lesson we have heard many times, the Golden Rule. The Golden Rule transcends the boundaries and divisions we have put up in our society. It is present in many religions, cultures, countries, and is taught within the education system which we have now come through. Jesus said it well. So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. Matthew 7:12. So now, I want to give you all a call to action to love your neighbor as yourself, encourage you to help those in need, encourage you to give back to your community, encourage you to be a good steward of what you have been given. You do not need fame or influence to change the world. All we need is to faithfully love those around us, one person at a time. Whether in acts of service to your community or kindness to your neighbor, you can make a difference in someone's life. Carpe diem. Thank you.
Each moment that I share with you guys, I realize it's closer to our last. It's gonna be different not seeing you guys, the people I've grown up with, the city I've grown up in. And I want to especially thank God, my mom, my dad, my siblings, all my church community, and the boys for all you guys have done for me. For anyone that's ever watched a sitcom, most likely binged the sitcom, friends who've gone through their entire lives together. And when that final episode airs, it often hits like a brick. My entire life has been strict, and nostalgia will often hit in the same way. Recently, I was looking through my camera roll and I saw all these familiar places, and I realized that I'm not going to see you guys anymore. The final credits have already rolled, and many of you will be in the East Coast, and some will stay in the area, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be the same. Eventually, our reality will hit that we're all going our own ways, but I want to remind you that we are given an opportunity as we face challenges to to act as a victim or to act as an individual with only our own ambition hinting at what we have the ability to be. As diverse as all our lives have been up to this point, we've been given this opportunity from God to be together, to be in this exact moment, and who would have thought that we would all be here right now? But our stories don't end. We are able to choose what we want to do and become. Thank you, and may everything I do be done for the glory of God.
I'm Sarah. Parents, teachers, staff, and friends. As I stand up here today, representing the class of 2021, I would like to take this time to acknowledge that our success this last year and this incredible accomplishment of graduating high school was achieved through not just our own hard work and determination, but of a culmination of support from dozens of other people in our life. So I would like to use this time to thank those people. First, thank you to the teachers who stayed up later than their students to ensure that they had lessons plans that would not only be easy to understand, but would keep us engaged through laptop screens. Next, thank you to the wonderful team of counselors that supplied all of us with the resources to not only survive high school, but to thrive in the next steps of our life. Thank you to my mentors that were there for me in both the best and moments of my high school career, but continued to push me to work harder and take bigger risks. Finally, thank you to all the parents out there. Thank you for continuing to support us this last year. To my parents and to all of those who fed me, housed me, or just shared their expertise with me. Thank you for being there. Thank you again to everyone who helped me become who I am today. As I'm sure of all of us, are excited to move into this next chapter of our life, head first, fearless. Thank you.
President Jackson Forbes, would you do me the honor of joining me at the podium? President Jackson Forbes, governing board members, and superintendents, I hereby certify that the students sitting before you have met the graduation requirements of the Travis Unified School District and therefore qualify for a Vanden High School diploma. I now present to you the class of 2021.
One last time. Vanden. Yes. Thank you, Mrs. Shields. On behalf of the Board of Trustees for the Travis Unified School District and the district administration, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to accept your certification of the class of 2021 of Vanden High School and declare that they are graduates.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Vanden teachers, Brent Manuel and Rachel Warren, who will now do the honor of the class roll call.
Marco Adams. Angelica Ibanez. Savage McCants IV. Jacqueline Ramirez. Hannah Isabel Bolivar. Gavin Lang. Ainsley Littlefield. Anek Sahuda. Jaylene Sohal. Cantercorn Wutakal. Abigail Young. Jacob Young. Edrin Miller. Paige Van Pelt. Sarah Wolf. Penny Love Abakito. Kalia Abrams. Berla Kubiti. Lenarius A.G.
Victoria Alva. Jacob Alvarez. Justin D'Angelo Anchetta. Sophia Angel. Angelica Enchingas. Katie Armstrong. Cody Armstrong. Lorenzo Erosamina. Kirsty Ali Arroyo. Mariko Badwa. Erin Baggett. Micah Bailey. Michi Bahala. Kieran Baker. Pagelin Balanon. Alro John Balzotes. Jason Bantique. Sonia Barajas. Jadalee Jewel Barker. Bria Barrow.
Anaya Batiste. Juliana Bachistila Bunce. Jocelyn Bauman. Devin Bouter. Bryce Beatty. Bianca Belo Diaz. Catherine Benedict. Abigail Bennett. Kyle Berryman. Rusetta Betancourt. Tyler Badu. Justin Mel Bai. Ariana Bien. Olivia Bishop. Kobe Blackman. Natalia Blitch. Alana Tiara Babis. Sarah Bowles. Jada Bowen. Maura Braggs.
Ethan Brasher. Jacob Bryant. Anaya Bryant Gates. Angelo Buenaventura. Justin Bolda. Natalie Camarillo. Kian Kenlis. Angelica Caraballo. Samantha Carlock. Haley Carlton. Hannah Carlton. Liliana Carranza. Bailey Carson. Isaiah Christopher Carter. Andrea Kastner. Wilson Josh Casqueo. Camille Castro. Nora Cavett. Bryant Sertucci. Brandon Chanthapo. Oh, I'm sorry.
Uday Chowdhury. Mariah Chavez. Tony Chin. Ashley Cheng. Jalea Chu. Gabrielle Coleman. Maria Concepcion. Rihanna Marie Concepcion. Josiah Conyers. Christina Credo. Megan Crisafulli. Marcellus Cueva. Jason Dacuda. Cortez Dameron III. Hannah Davis. Kayla Davis. Omari Davis. Gabrielle De Los Reyes. Nicole Andrea Defensor. Mackenzie Del Rosario.
Jose Delgado. Michaela Delgado. Trinity DeLoviar. Brian DeSteffens. Helena Dillard. Richard Dunn. Nikos Dolapak. Dominic Domingo. Braden Doherty. Caitlin Doyle. Jaden Driver. Skylar Duffield. Jonathan Edwards. Diana Egan. Mark Angelo Espana. Alyssa Esperanza. Diego Esquer. Ali Estrada. Riley Fade. Devin Fadrigo.
Nicholas Farmer. Isabella Fechner. Amelia Fiel. Steiner. Nicholas Finkelstein. Xavier Flemings. Julia Flores. Alicia Foster. Okay. Brianna Gallegos. Evan Rain Gamber. Maya Gant. Peter Gardea. Alexandra Gentili. Michael Gentili. Trevor Gerber. God-given Shalou Geronimo. Nathan Gimple. Madeline Glenn. Alexis Golding. Joseph Gonzalez.
Davin Gonzalez. Louis Goodman. Sophia Goyette. Isaiah Grant Vega. Kaylin Gray. Ryan Green. Logan Greenwalt Shuram. Olivia Greer. Alyssa Wodrado. Kyler Gundy. Aaliyah Juliana Gutierrez. Jose Gutierrez. Timothy Gutierrez. Alida Guzman Elahi. Adeline Hardwick. Destiny Harris. Haley Havens Teska. Abigail Hawkins.
Abigail Hernandez. Denise Hernandez. Joelle Hernandez. Angela Hernandez Guzman. Dylan Hewitt. Kiara Hill. Carmen Hodges. Benjamin Humphreys. Kian Wynn. Paulina Ibarra. Mariah Jacobs. Michaela Jaime. Gabriela Jaime Dalmy. Rena Jessinger. Naisa Jimenez. Ashley Johnson. Caitlin Johnson.
Tierra Johnson. Brady Johnson. Jaden Jones. Ella Juarez. Angela Kang. Rio Carr. Simran Carr. Jessica Kim. Abigail Costa. Carter Lamb. Derek Lance. Dante LaPierre. Nasir Lee. Ryan Leeds. Oscar Latorno. Haley Lyles.
Rachel Lynn. Jonathan LePerry. Brianna Lockman. Brianna Marie Lopez. Emily Lopez. Kobe Lozano. Sarah McCannis Wixom. Sade Maciel. Andrew Magellan. Rachel Magarel. Michael Majore. Mauricio Maldonado. Azea Mangayam. Deanna Mann. Isabella Rose Marcelo. Jacob Marquez. Marquez. Kaylee Malden. Sky Molino.
Shay Maynard. Cameron Mbanugo. Corey McCoy. Zoe McCullough. Joseph McDermott. Sunshine McDonald. Dante McDowell. Caden McLeod. Veronica Medina. Grace Meggs. Alexandria Marie Melendrez. Uh-oh. You're good. You're good. Yeah. Okay. Mariah Mendez. Annabelle Mendoza. Jenilyn Mendoza. Casey Meredith. Leah Mesfin. Gabriella Myers. Ajanti Miller. Faith Miller.
Marcus Miller. Fiona Minnick. Eli Miranda. Neve Jovan Mitchell. Kala Monsive. Aliana Montano. Isaac Montgomery. Aiden Moore. Isaiah Moore. Jasmine Moore. Matthew Moore. Lucas Morales. Aaron Mundi. Micah Morant. Zachary Orion Nangauta. Peyton Nar. Mariah Navat. Erica Rose Navaleska. Dat Nguyen.
Tristan Nimela. Pablo Nunez Smith. Kaylin Nunley. Marcos Oliveras. Nolan Aller. Mia Anders. Lilith O'Neill Darling. Lotana Anwazambe. Kayla Ostrowski. Amanda Outlaw. Jacqueline Padilla. John Pogolatos. Catherine Pangilinan. Jules Parks. Nicholas Patalita. Mason Pedraza. Kaylin Peralta. Kayla Pereira.
Aliana Isabel Galzote Perez. Christian Perez. Jaden Perry. Isabel Pichardo. Demondre Pierre. Jediah Pearson. Vincent Pimentel. Jason Platt. Ambery Ponce. Eleanor Poole. Jeff Borquez. On purpose. Good recovery. Adriana Portillo. Jacob Preston. Jordan Preston. Maya Pringle. James Poulin. Jacob Queen. Micah Kiddett. Juliana Quinto.
Patricia May Ruffles. Gabriela Ramirez. Jaslyn Ramirez. Addison Bryce Ramos. Caitlin Reck. Haven Reed. Kevin Remetacado. Michael Renbarger. Jaden Raquelme. Joseph Reyes. Luis Riojas. Jillian Rios. Miguel Rios. Jacob Rivers. Jessica Rodriguez. Ruben Rodriguez. Taylor Rodriguez.
Darren Balthazar Ruiz. Daryl Sadi. Jasmine Sapon. Villanueva. Derek Sampson. Dominic Sanchez. Kalia Sanchez. Liana Soria, sorry. Alexander Saucedo. Amari Sani. Anika Serrano. Hannah Schulberg. Gianni Silas Clark. Dylan Simmons. Mahogany Simmons. Kamaya Sims. Ishandeep Singh. Julia Smith. Byron Sohal.
Jasmine Soria. Owen Sortor. Christian Soto. Charlie Soto. Ibrahim Sumahoro. Hayden Spencer. Jessica Stillwell. Kristen Stone. Keaton Stout. Jeremy Sutton. Benjamin Seibert. Dominic Zumez.
That's the one you went right there.
Pearl Tanaka. Gabriel Tapiz. Zachary Tarkala. Aaliyah Terry. Sabrina Dottie. Christopher Tiu. Julie Tolentino.
Justin Tomlinson. Donovan Torres Angaino. Tiffany Tran. Vin Tran. Jessica Travers. Gabriela Trujillo. Tyrell Upshaw. Diego Valdovinos Medina. Gwen Valentino. Alan Jean Vandergrift. Serena Venegas. Brooke Vestal. Roname Villarosa. Gabrielle Villarreal. Grace Nicole Vincent. Kevin Vo. Emma Wakefield.
Soraya Walker. Georgiana Wallace. Andre Watts. Reagan Welch. Brian White. Alana Williams. Sierra Wilson. Ty Wilson. Troy Wilson. Shannon Winters. Jordan Woolard. Lauren Work. Isabel Yang. Mariana York. Cassidy Zamora. Jose Zamora. Nikos Zarbolias.
Graduates of the class of 2021, please rise. Signify your new status as a high school graduate. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left. Family, friends, and colleagues, I present to you the Vanden High School graduating class of 2021. Cue.
my hands on myself.